You ever feel like your own mind is kind of working against you? Well, today we're going to dive into this amazing blueprint for quieting all that inner noise. It comes from the super powerful wisdom of Don Miguel Ruiz. And trust me, it's a simple but totally profound path back to your own personal freedom.
Yeah, that quote really hits home, doesn't it? That feeling, of being trapped by your own thoughts? Well, it turns out it comes from living by a whole set of rules you never even signed up for. So let's talk about these invisible contracts that are secretly running the show.
Okay, so where in the world do these rules even come from? It's a great question. The ancient Toltecs actually had a name for this whole process, a single concept that explains, the root of so much of our internal struggle.
And that word is domestication. I know, it sounds a little weird, but think about it. When we're kids, we're basically programmed, right? We're taught how to act, what's right, what's wrong. We figure out pretty fast that if we please the grown-ups, we get a reward, like attention or praise. And if we don't, we get punished. And that whole process just downloads a bunch of these agreements straight into our brains.
So what's the end result of all this programming? Well, it's that nagging inner voice. You know the one that sounds exactly like this. The critic that's always telling you, I'm not good enough, or I can't fail, or that your entire value is based on how much you get done. The thing is, these aren't facts. They're just old, outdated agreements that are causing us a whole lot of pain we don't need.
But here's the really good news, the powerful part. Any agreement that was made can be unmade. The solution is actually pretty simple. It's about consciously choosing 4 new agreements to make with yourself. And these 4 agreements, they are the keys to rewriting your story and taking back your freedom.
All right, let's get into the first one. This is the big one, the foundation for everything else. It's all about the most powerful tool we have, our word. Seriously, it's about finally understanding its incredible power to literally create our world or to tear it down.
I love this idea. Think of your words as spells, because they kind of are, right? Every single time you say something like, I'm just not good enough, or I always mess this up, you're basically casting a negative spell on yourself. You're programming your own mind to believe it's true. And, this magic is just as potent when we use it on other people.
So agreement number 1 is be impeccable with your word. Now, impeccable just means without sin. It's about making a conscious choice. Are you going to use your words like poison, through gossip or beating yourself up? Or are you going to use them for good, for truth, for encouragement, for kindness? It's a choice between creating and destroying every time we speak.
Okay, so the next 2 agreements, they're like your personal emotional toolkit. They're a 1-2 punch for building resilience. They're all about learning to let go of other people's drama, so you can stop soaking up all that unnecessary pain and really protect your own peace.
Think of it like a 2-step plan for freedom. Step 1, the second agreement, is your shield. It protects you from all the emotional junk coming at you from other people. And step 2, the third agreement, is about what's happening inside. It stops you from poisoning yourself by making up stories and assumptions. So one protects you from the outside in, the other from the inside out.
And this right here is the core of that second agreement. Don't take anything personally. You have to realize that what other people say and do, it has almost nothing to do with you. It's a projection. It's their movie, their reality, their pain. The moment you really truly get that, you become immune. It's like you're bulletproof. You're just not a target for their stuff anymore.
And that flows perfectly into the third agreement. Don't make assumptions. Why do we do it, honestly? We create these wild stories in our heads because we're just too scared to ask for clarity. We think we know what someone is thinking or why they did what they did, and we spin up this whole drama. And it almost always leads to misunderstandings and hurt feelings, all of which could have been avoided with one simple, courageous question.
All right, on to the fourth and final agreement. And this is the one that really ties it all together. It's what makes the other 3 actually stick. It's a huge act of self-compassion, and it's how you put all this wisdom into practice.
Now, it is so important to get this. Always doing your best is the exact opposite of perfectionism. Perfectionism is this brutal, rigid trap, right? It demands a perfect result, and it's basically gasoline for your inner critic. But doing your best is totally different. It's about honoring the process, the effort. It shuts that inner critic right up. Because hey, if you know you did the best you could in that moment, what is there to even criticize?
And please remember this.
Your best is going to look different every single day. Your best when you're healthy and full of energy is worlds away from your best when you're sick or exhausted, and that is completely 100% okay. This agreement is all about letting go of that self-judgment. It's just about showing up as you are and giving whatever you've got in that specific moment.
So, what happens when you start putting all 4 of these into practice, together? Well, they don't just add up, they multiply. They create this incredible synergy that can completely transform your entire experience of life.
Just picture it for a second. Your life gets simpler. You're using your words with intention and kindness. You're immune to the opinions of others. You stop making up dramatic stories in your head, and you finally let go of that heavy, heavy weight of self-judgment. Look, the world outside might not change one bit, but your experience of that world, it's completely transformed. All that unnecessary suffering just dissolves.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. Which one of these agreements do you need to hear the most right now? Is it about being impeccable with your word? Is it not taking things so personally? Is it about stopping the assumptions? Or maybe it's just about giving yourself a break and always doing your best. Your journey to freedom, it really does start with that one single choice.